first place.
Hello everybody and welcome at watching a new episode of Gaming Father's video games review series. Today we will take a closer look at arcade racing game called Little Races 3. Prepare your skill fingers, start your engines and let's get started! The game presents itself as funny top-down racing game. When I saw it first thought that came to my mind was, is it new Micro Machines or Meshed? As the times went by, I found out that the answer to this question is negative. However, I'm not going to reject it prematurely, and let's have a look if it is a good game from Gaming Father's perspective. The game has 4 modes: Career, Quick Race, Daily Challenge and Free Roam. I selected the career mode immediately, so we will focus on it. You find yourself in some big city which is divided into many various tracks. There is no story, so the career is just a set of tracks that have no connection. You race on one no-name track, identified only by number, then you will get to another one, and so on. This is a little disappointment for me, as I would expect some background content justifying the name career.
Final lap.
You start in Class E, have one default car and no credits, so you just pick the race and find yourself in the track immediately. There is a various number of opponents standing against you, from 3 to 11 depending on the track. How such a race looks like? Usually start from pole position, so at the start you just push gas button and hope that you will keep this position. Your competitors are aggressive enough, so once you find yourself in the pack of cars, you can count with many crashes that are slowing you down. As your car is not the fastest one, there is a big chance that some opponents with faster car will leave the pack behind, and in such case there is almost no chance to catch them up. As the look of the game might remind other famous games in this genre, especially Meshed, there are no power-ups on the track, so the success is only based on precise driving, slowing down your competitors, and using nitro in right sectors. Aha, so we have nitro. It's cool, isn't it? Well, the effect of nitro lasts only a couple of seconds, and then you need to wait some time for recharging. So it is better to wait for long straight sectors of the track to use it. And you can be sure that your opponents will be showing you that you are not the only one on the track with this booster. The artificial intelligence of computer racers is quite okay. They are doing mistakes, but they can only do elegant drifts and use nitro in the right places.
Three, two, one, go.
So what is your motivation once there is nothing that would connect the tracks in the career mode? You want to win, or at least to finish among the first 3 and to collect as many credits as possible. The race can have 3, 4, 6, 8 or 10 laps, and the longer the track, the more credits you will get if you win or finish on one of the top positions. There are also long-term goals like to win 10 times in recent class, or to finish at least 30 in 20 races that you can earn additional credits for. The economic model is quite unbalanced, I would say. While the new cars are really expensive, the upgrades are rather cheap, so you better stick with upgrading the default car in basic attributes like power, turning, grip or nitro, than buying a new ones. However, some of the long-term goals that you are getting credits for are related to concrete cars, so it is kind of magic roundabout. Without those cars you cannot get additional credits, but you cannot buy them without having enough credits. By the way, it took me a while to find out that I can't even upgrade my car, as you need to click on your car one more time while in the garage to get to the upgrade screen. So, not very user-friendly, is it?
Fastest lap. Final lap. Fastest lap.
One of the main criteria for a good racing game is control responsibility. It is above average here, I would say. The car has typical arcade physics, you can do drifts, you have almost instant brake, there are not many sectors where you really need to stop pressing gas button, and the response to your commands is almost immediate, so you will soon get used to it. It can be easily controlled even on keyboard, so control itself is one of the pros of the game. The game is rather difficult even on normal level, which drove me crazy with the first few races, and I wanted to give this game really negative review when I was finishing 7 or 8 out of 12 at the best. What makes it even more difficult is the camera view. You are racing in the city and there are many objects around the track. This is good on one hand, but on the other hand, higher objects like houses or towers are obstructing the view of your car, and you are just praying not to get stuck somewhere in these moments and lose the priceless seconds. This is undisputed minus for the racing game. The graphics itself is quite nice, even with weather effects like raining and snowing, or racing at night with various light effects. However, I would say that it is not so well optimized, as the frame rate tends to drop sometimes. The game can be played by kids, but the absence of power-ups and local multiplayer, which would really suit the game, will most likely cause that the game will not keep their interest for too long. So what is my final decision? On the plus side is good control, competitive opponents and solid graphics. On the minus side there is very poor career mode, confusing camera with sometimes unbalanced economic model, absence of power-ups and local multiplayer, and not very good optimization. As there is a lot of better arcade racing games, there are more cons than pros this time. I need to give this little arcade racing game thumbs down and Gaming Fire's index 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching my video review and see you again next time.